Welcome to the courtroom of Judge Raquel West in Jefferson County, Texas. Today, we follow two defendants caught in the web of legal troubles. First, Mr. Culie, on probation for obstruction and retaliation, faces multiple violations, including tampering with evidence, drug possession, and failing to report changes. It's his third motion to revoke probation. Will he get another chance? Then, Mr. Phillips, under community supervision for possession of a firearm by a felon, now faces charges for drug possession and failing to meet his obligations. Judge West must decide if these defendants will face severe consequences or be given a final opportunity to turn their lives around. Stay tuned as we break down the high-stakes moments in today's courtroom drama.
And Mr. Culie is on probation for obstruction or retaliation. And Mr. Macon has asked for a bond to be set. Let me look real quick here. I say real quick.
Yeah, I brought it down. I have a note on it.
Sorry, it's just taking a little bit. It's spinning. All right, so it's a straight probation. It was a 10-year probation that was probated for 10 years. And the allegations in that motion are an allegation of a new offense of tampering with or fabricating physical evidence from August 9th, and then failure to report by mail some dates, failure to report change of address, failing to report that arrest, possessing methamphetamine August 9th of 2025, failing to provide verification of performing community service, being somewhere other than at his residence at 12:12 a.m. on August 9th of 2025, and then just a little bit behind in court-assessed fees. Let me see here.
Mr. Culie is back in court for the third time, facing the music for his probation violations. Let's break down the charges: tampering with evidence, failing to report his change of address, drug possession, and even failing to perform his community service. This is no small matter. Judge West is clearly not impressed by the repeated violations. After all, this isn't just about breaking the rules. Mr. Culie has ignored the very foundation of his probation, and that's a problem. What will Judge West do this time? Will she give him a final chance, or is this the end of the line?
Looks like Mr. Culie has previously been to Safe P as a condition of probation back in 2023. This is at least so he was on a deferred probation, revoked off of that probation, placed on a straight probation. So this is at least the third, it looks like, motion to revoke. Is that correct? Okay. I'm trying to get back all the way, if I can find the old pre-sentence report, just to refresh, but I don't see that.
I have a copy if you look at it.
I would love to look at a copy of that. If you have it, that'd be great. And while you're doing that, what is the status of the new alleged offense of that tampering?
It has not been filed, Your Honor. It hasn't been filed yet.
Any idea of what's...
We will, but I can confirm that.
I can't hear you.
I expect it will probably be filed, but I need to confirm that.
Now, we hear Mr. Culie's defense, His emotional plea is clear: lack of judgment and bad decisions, but not intentional wrongdoing. He admits he made mistakes, especially with the drug paraphernalia in the car, but insists he wasn't involved in using drugs. His lack of judgment is an important defense. Judge West has seen this kind of argument before, but the real question is, can he be trusted to change, or is he just making excuses? It's a fine line between accountability and mercy, and Judge West is the one who must decide where that line falls.
Mr. Macon, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd call Mr. Culie, Your Honor.
Mr. Cooley, best you can, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you, sir.
Mr. Culie, your probation was transferred to Dallas, correct?
Yes, sir.
And how many times have you reported in Dallas?
I'm not sure the exact number, but since I've been home for safety, came home for safety maybe 2 years ago. So every time since then.
Monthly?
Monthly.
Okay. And during that time, did they give you your drug screening, drug test?
Yes, sir.
And did you pass all of them?
All of it.
Okay. Now, the judge has mentioned this new arrest and all. Were you in a car with other people?
Yes, sir.
Did you know they had paraphernalia and drugs in the car?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Okay, you understand you can't even be around people like that.
So I didn't realize that they had it to the last minute. It was lack of judgment. Straight up lack of judgment.
Okay. But you weren't doing drugs?
No.
Okay. Why didn't you mail reporting things to Jefferson County?
So coming from Jefferson County and then being transferred to Dallas, it's worked. Coming home from St. Pete, there's a lot of different, let's just say a lot of different things that you're trying to keep up with. Every month when I meet the PO, they go down a list of things. Are you paying your fines? Are you keeping up with community service? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing that? That wasn't on the list of things to do.
And you didn't think you needed to mail something to Jefferson
No,
County?
not at all.
Okay, but you reported all the time to Dallas?
I didn't miss anything.
And did everything you were supposed to in Dallas?
Correct.
Okay, who was your Dallas probation officer?
So I've had numerous. They switch them. I probably had, since I've been home from safety, I probably had 3 or 4 different probation officers.
Okay. Now, should the judge grant you a bond, will you report and be here for every court appearance?
100%. I know.
Okay, while we're on that, you turned yourself in, correct, as soon as you found out there was a warrant for your arrest?
I did. So I'm, Ms. West, and in all honesty, Judge West, I'm thankful for you. I'm truly thankful for you. That safety, it completely saved my life.
Okay. Now, should you make bond, you have jobs waiting for you, right?
I do.
Okay, in fact, you have 2 jobs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're always staying busy and paying everything.
I am.
Okay. Your wife lives up in Dallas, and you would naturally ask that you be allowed to go back to Dallas, but report by mail to Jefferson County. You
Cool.
understand that now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so just for the record, I'm reviewing the administrative hearing, which has attached to it that incident report from the Dallas arrest. And I'm a little confused because the incident report narrative states that Mr. Cooley was the only occupant in the car.
Mr. Cooley's defense just isn't adding up. The judge goes deep into the details. He was found out of his residence at 12:44 a.m., a time when most probationers should be at home, not running around in a hotel parking lot. And the real bombshell? He was with others who had meth and a meth pipe in the car. Sure, he may not have been using drugs, but what was he doing there at that time? The judge is clearly skeptical, and this late-night encounter is only making things worse for Mr. Culie. Could this be the final nail in the coffin? Final nail?
Go.
Matt?
Mhm.
So I was the only occupant of the car at the time. I was sitting at a hotel. I had 3 to 4 people with me. They ran upstairs to the hotel to come back down. So they were literally.
So what?
I offered the officer.
Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's fine if you were doing that. It's after midnight. You're sitting in a car at a hotel. What are they doing running up and down other than getting drugs, because you've got a meth pipe that you throw out as soon as the cops get there. And Mr. Smith, anything to add?
Well, I'm not as far as that goes, Judge, but I was going to show you the pre-sentence update that shows that he was aware of reporting by mail because it was addressed in 2022 or 2023 when that came
up. Your request for a bond's denied. I mean, this has been probation since, well, I guess when did we actually start? Back in 16 or even
I
before?
was here, Rachel Grove was the prosecutor originally.
Yeah. And it's gone from the opportunity of a deferred to now a straight to
With
safety to being out at midnight with buddies running up to a hotel with meth. So, nope. I'll set it for an announcement for the
Thank you.
MTRP.
We'd like a hearing as soon as possible.
Do you want to go ahead and go through the motion today then? Because you'll have to go through and plead true or not true, and then if you want a hearing on punishment, we'll reset it for that. So if you want to go ahead and do the pleas today, y'all can visit real quick.
Could I have a week, Your Honor, to go over my client and be ready for that?
Yeah, it'll just be for the pleas though, not a hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, unless it's, because we'll have to get an update and all of that. So we'll reset it. I don't know what
Whenever
next week looks like.
can.
We don't have next week because it's a holiday. Tuesday is, so it'll be a couple of weeks.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
No,
Oh, it's
next week is
Oh, yeah.
Veterans
Y'all
Day.
observe that too?
So it'll be at least 2 weeks, and that'll be just for a plea.
That'll
I mean,
be
just for the
fine.
pleas. Okay, we'll reset it.
Yeah. All
right, you can go back with the bailiff.
Moving on to Mr. Phillips, who is under community supervision for possessing a firearm as a felon. He's accused of drug possession and failing to comply with his probation conditions. Judge West is getting straight to the facts. Mr. Phillips has a history of violations, and the state's case against him is strong. His defense argues that he's working, paying fines, and maintaining employment, but the violations are hard to ignore. It's clear that Mr. Phillips is walking a thin line. He needs to prove he can stay clean and comply with his conditions or face serious consequences.
And so I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. Shows that you were placed on probation September 9th of 2024 for the third-degree felony offense of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. That was a 10-year sentence that was probated for 5 years. Is that correct? It alleges you violated your probation. Hold on a second. I'm printing it out. I'm having a hard time reading it. Count 1 alleges that you committed the new offense of possession of a controlled substance July 4th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
Speak up. Not true.
Count 2 alleges that you failed to avoid persons or places of disreputable or harmful character, specifically avoiding association with any person previously convicted of a crime or presence at a location where a criminal act was being committed by associating with Xavier Kane, who is also on felony probation. And is that true or not true?
Not true.
Count 3 alleges that you failed to report to the probation department as ordered July 8th and July 29th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 4 alleges that you failed to immediately report to the probation officer that arrest from July 4th of 2025. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 5 alleges that you possessed a drug on July 4th, 2025, promethazine and tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. Is that true or not true?
Not true.
Count 6 alleges that you admitted to your Jefferson County, or admitted to the sheriff's office to using illegal drugs, THC, on July 4th of 2025. Is that true or not true?
Not true.
Count 7 alleges that you failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as directed. Is that true or not true?
Not true.
And count 8 alleges that you were at a location other than your residence at 12:44 a.m. on July 4th, 2025. And is that true or not true?
That's true.
We're approaching the decision, and Judge West isn't pulling any punches. She listens to the arguments but makes it clear that this isn't just about one mistake. Mr. Culie has a history of repeated violations, and the court can't ignore that. Judge West decides to revoke his probation but gives a small window of mercy by resetting his case for a sentencing hearing. It's a tough call, but the judge isn't willing to make a final decision without more information. The case isn't over yet, but Mr. Culie will have to prove he's ready to change. Something that seems harder than ever.
Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 3, 4, and 8 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'm going to find counts 3, 4, and 8 true, find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation. However, I'm going to reset your case for a sentencing hearing. And at that time, Mr. Nichols, I would expect the state will need some time for that new offense.
Yes, Your Honor.
And my understanding is, I know there's some issues with some backlog, but if you request, I think they'll try to get the case for us done quickly. If you need my help, let me know. And then we'll get an updated pre-sentence report done. And so this is a straight probation for felon in possession of a firearm, which means there's at least...
He has two prior felony probations that were both revoked together, Your Honor. One is robbery, one is theft of a firearm.
Do you have any evidence with regard to that, Mr. Bond, Mr. Kimler?
Come on.
As far as the details of the previous convictions or
No,
his
just,
status.
do you want to make argument? Do you have any
Well, I think
witnesses,
that-
any testimony with regard to that?
I understand it is adjudicated probation and not deferred. However, Mr. Phillips has, I think, maintained employment. I noticed that there isn't any allegation in the MTOP as far as an arrearage goes, so at least he's been paying, I guess. This was evidently an unfortunate interaction with law enforcement that occurred. We are contesting possession issues, so we just ask that he be given an opportunity to maintain his employment pending a resolution of the MTOP.
That's denied.
It's just that I did file a motion for a speedy revocation hearing.
We pled today. We'll get it set for the hearing as quickly as possible. Obviously, we've got to have that updated pre-sentence report, and everyone has time to but it's already well on its way with the pleas today.
I think that according to the code, it has to be within 20 days of the request if the bond's denied. That's contained in the motion.
We started the hearing today, and I'm continuing that hearing until the appropriate time. So we set it for, you requested it. It was set within 20 days. The hearing would start today, and if you want me to go forward today, that probably would not be in anyone's best interest. I will get the updated pre-sentence report, give everyone time, and then we'll get it taken care of and continue this hearing until the sentencing date is set, and we'll get that date to you today. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Today, we saw two defendants face the harsh consequences of repeated probation violations. Mr. Culie struggles with his pattern of bad decisions, while Mr. Phillips faces the weight of his actions after a long history of failing to comply with probation. Both of these cases highlight the importance of accountability. When you break the rules, there are serious consequences. But the ultimate question is, will Judge West grant them one final chance? Or has enough been enough? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.